Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. We are back once again in this really windy environment, which we're about to get rained on. but we're out here with the 370Z, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. But the majority of this video is going to be shot inside the car because it's not only getting more windy when I'm out here, but it'll also be easier to show you when I'm in the car. But basically, this car is tuned. I only have 30,000 miles on the car. I tuned it I want to say about 4,000 or 5,000 miles ago. So it's pretty reliable, tuned so far, and pretty reputable company that I went with. The company I went with is Z1 Motorsports. But let's go ahead and dive into the car and show you this tune. Got a little sticker there for Z1. Gotta support the guys that did a good tune on this car. All right, so I'm in the 370Z right now, and we're just going to talk about the Z1 Level 1 tune. So I actually have the ECU Tech bag in this car in case I need to run any codes or anything. So this right here is the ECU Tech bag that you will get in the mail when you buy the Z1 Level 1 tune. I'm going to open it up and just kind of show you what's inside. I don't think anyone's really done this before, where they showed what you get from Z1 as far as the Level 1 tune is concerned. My voice is getting like really hoarse. But here is what is inside of it. Let me flip the camera around here. So inside this, you get the OBD2 dongle piece right there that you plug into your OBD2 port. And then you have a couple stickers from ECU Tech, and then a cable here, which you can actually plug in right there. So that's what you get in this little bag. And let me go ahead and explain to you how this process works real quick. So basically what happens is you plug it in, and then you send your data to Z1 Motorsports. Send your data to Z1 Motorsports, and then they send you back a tune file. And it doesn't take that long. I would say like a business day or two. But for me, I did mine over the weekend, so I wasn't able to get that file back very quickly. But let me just go ahead and talk about some of the things about this tune. So it's really easy to install because you're using your phone to flash your car. So basically, you plug that dongle into your car and use your phone to flash your car. Just follow the instructions on the phone and it'll take you through all the steps. But another thing about the Z1 Level 1 tune is that the Z1 tuner responds very quickly to your tune file request. Like I said, the business day or two, and they also are very quick to fix any issues you might have with your tune. So for me, when I was running my first Map 2 91 octane tune from the tuner, because Map 2 is for 91 octane, Map 1 is for 87, and Map 3 is for 93 octane. The engine check engine light came on, which it doesn't come on and stay on. It's like a quick flash, which basically indicates engine knock. So that only happened 2 or 3 times, but it did happen. I sent my data with the knock on the data log. I sent that to Z1 and they fixed everything. You know, they sent me back a new tune file after I did a few third gear pulls. So I did 3 third gear pulls to test the tune out, and I sent them back the data that said everything looked good. And it was something I did not expect to happen. I didn't expect any issues with it with the first tune, but the revised tune is much better. They're actually dumping more fuel in this tune, so my gas mileage goes down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. So basically the end result of this tune and the whole process was flawless for the most part. I would say the customer service is very up there. Awesome. Those guys are awesome over there at Z1. But basically, when you buy this tune, you get 3 maps, plus a mild burble exhaust toggle. So let me show you how that works here. So I'm going to start the car. All right, so the car is started, oil temp, all that. So let me go ahead and show you how you switch maps. So So basically, all you have to do is hold down the cancel button, and I'll show you what map you're on. So currently I'm on map 2, and if you ever want to switch to map 1 or map 3, you can use this over here to go up and down to switch. I'm not going to do it right now because I am on 91 octane on that tune, and I don't want to mess with it. But as far as the exhaust burble is concerned, they actually use the oil temperature gauge. Sorry, my thing starts talking to me. They actually use the oil temperature gauge to display that. So all you have to do is make sure you're not in cruise control, and you select this. You can go up. I believe you can go up or down, but either direction it'll toggle this. So when I push this, you'll be able to see the oil temp gauge will go down. See, it's down, and then it comes back up to the actual oil temp. That means the exhaust burble is off. That means the exhaust burble is on. So that is how you switch between maps and how you turn on the exhaust burble. Now this car, this tune basically, awakened the entire car. So the overall shifting performance is excellent compared to stock. Stock was a little sloppy, but it's still pretty good. But now it's like instant, like especially if you're in normal drive mode, it's just instant. It shifts like sooner and with more torque, more power, and there's no dead zones in the power band. So usually what would happen is, you'd be driving the car in about, I think like 5,500 to 6,000 RPM. It just it wouldn't feel like it's pulling as hard when you're flooring it, but now it pulls all the way to red line. And also something to keep in mind is that the speed limiter is removed on this car with this tune. So the max speed is governed at 155 miles an hour, but now on this car it's not there. But of course I'm not going to be able to test that anytime, but it's kind of cool to know that like there's no limit now. But yeah, also the car revs higher to 7,800 RPM instead of the stock 7,500 RPM. So that's kind of nice, you get a little bit of range in there. And also the rev limiter when you're parked is removed as well. So it used to only limit you, to 4,000 or 5,000 RPM when you are flooring it in parking mode, in park mode. Basically, you don't ever need to do this, but if you're ever revving it for whatever reason, to show off the exhaust burble or whatever, which in the case I was doing, I had a buddy of mine next to me, and he wanted to hear it, so I revved it up real quick. But that limiter is not there anymore, so I did not know that when I did that, so I've revved it up and like it went past where I expected. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit because I was not expecting that. But I didn't go into the red zone, so we're all good. But it just kind of threw me off a little bit. But overall, the car has more torque and more horsepower than stock. You can feel it. Like the torque you can really feel. The horsepower, I'm sure, is not very significant, but the torque you can feel. Like instantly, instant torque, instant response, throttle response. It's all there. So I'm very pleased with this purchase. Now the cost of this tune is $800. That's about the average cost, and the average cost of a tune in general. Now, $800. I'm not sure if that's. I think that's my tune plus the shipping that I did like overnight on this thing. So it might be a little cheaper for you depending on what shipping you choose. But then again, I don't really remember when I did the checkout, so it might actually be $800 base price. But either way, it's kind of up there, but definitely worth it. If you have the money, I would definitely recommend that you get this tune. Z1 Motorsports is a company that I'm liking a lot. I have their sticker on my window there, and I like their tune. I like their products. So yeah, good company. Highly recommend them. With all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this tune, if you want to learn more about it, if you want me to do any kind of testing with it, let me know in the comments down below, and I will be willing to do that. Very happy to do that for you. With all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to head out. I've been shooting videos here for a little while, so I think it's time for me to head out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So yeah, see you in the next one.